The Kenyan military spokesman Emmanuel Chicha is saying that they killed at least 10 al-Shabab fighters and wounded some 45 others in an airstrike on an al-Shabab camp in that part of the country. Now we are getting those other reports from Medicine Sans Frontières, which says that they've treated some more than 50 civilian wounded, people that were all wounded in an airstrike. They say that 3 civilians were killed. And they said they're not saying who was responsible for the airstrike, but they are saying that most of those civilians were in fact women and children who were staying at a camp for displaced people who were seeking refuge from the ongoing drought there. And it's very difficult to see how the MSF statement would constitute al-Shabab propaganda. That's what Emmanuel Chicha is insisting, that those claims of civilian casualties are propaganda. We still need to try and sort through this mess, but it does look likely, given MSF's report, that there were significant numbers of civilian people that were killed and wounded in that strike.
And that, of course, is going to add to the controversy of a Kenyan military operation in Somalia's borders. I know you've been speaking to the Somali Prime Minister. What is he saying about the Kenyan operation in Somalia?
Well, when I spoke to the Prime Minister, Abdiwelli Mohammed Ali, he was saying that he was trying to get more information from his own people on the ground. He was having trouble with communications. But he did feel that the Kenyans wouldn't have struck the camp intentionally. Here's what he had to say.
First of all, I have to also talk to the Kenyans and ask them whether it's theirs. Who has done this? Who has taken this operation? Who has done the airstrike? If they are really the Kenyan government who did this, but also I have to look into. I have to have a full picture of what has happened. So if that's the case, there is going to be an unfortunate incident, and every Somali loss of life is important for us.
Peter, if it turns out that there were civilian casualties, I mean, where would that leave the Kenyan operation and indeed the relationship between the two countries?
Well, the question of civilian casualties is a very sensitive one inside Somalia. The last major foreign incursion into Somalia was by Ethiopia, and we know that their troops caused quite a number of civilian casualties in their fight to quash al-Shabab, and that was one of the key issues that turned an awful lot of Somalis against Ethiopia and ultimately helped al-Shabab gain a lot of domestic support. So if indeed this is the case, if we are seeing large numbers of civilian dead as a result of the Kenyan operation, then it is likely to cause some antagonism. I don't think the level of antagonism is as it was with the Ethiopians, but clearly this is going to be an issue of significant concern, not just for the Kenyans, but also for the Somali government, which really does see the Kenyan support as crucial to their fight against al-Shabab.
OK, Peter, thanks for updating us. Peter Greste in Nairobi there.